Welcome to your daily focus for March the 25th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. So we have the 25th energy. The 25 energy, the 25th energy, the 25 energy is it's success, but it's success that you find after great difficulty. So success isn't handed to you. You have to have perseverance. You have to have the will. You have to have the commitment. You have to have the confidence. So under a 25 energy, we want to look for ways of increasing our confidence, knowing that we have talents, we have abilities. We are a unique person, bringing a skill set, a toolbox, a treasure chest of talents, abilities, who we are, to the table. And feeling confident and putting our whole self into it. So we would need balance in our life if that's the case, right? So where do we have balance? Where do we not have balance? Remember, we just came out of the new moon, so we're in new moon energy, and it's an Aries new moon. Sun and moon, 4 degrees of Aries. So it is like, the happy new year of astrology. It's the start of the new year. So we're feeling more of a want to create something new, go on new journeys, explore, be the pioneer, work on our self-image, of how people perceive us and what we're doing, what we're mirroring out to the community, our families, ourselves, the world. If we do the numerology of the day, it's a 14. And I didn't even say the 2 plus 5 would be a 7. So a 7 energy would be standing in your truth. So the more that you allow yourself to stand in the truth, in your truth. So a 14 energy is by having more, by having less, right? So it's about balance. It's about, and it really is about balance, the 14 energy. So temperance is shown usually with 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot, or in the knee, actually, it looks more like to me, in the water, and taking 2 cups and pouring back what we believe is water, but it could be a mixture of things, and trying to get the perfect balance, right? So we have 1 foot on land, 1 foot on sea, and we are mixing. So we are trying to find the balance, the harmony, the almost like your day plays out in a melody. Wouldn't that be great? As long as it was, harmony, right? We don't want, maybe rap or something probably wouldn't be, a good song to have. Pick a wonderful song and make that your harmony. One that makes you smile. One that attaches you to love, passion, joy, celebration. And 1 plus 4 is a 5. So we may be looking at travel. We may be looking at changing residence. We may be, and I think for most of the world, that sounds ludicrous right now that we would be even thinking those things, because most of us are in self-quarantine or isolation, or we're preparing for it, or we're at day 9, or you're still trying to get home to your loved ones, or so there's also the travel of the mind. Okay, turn some of your energy, some of your day into meditation, and go on a journey within your mind. And it's really, you're only limited by your own imagination. Sun and moon is in Aries. So new beginnings, new starts, creating a new you. Oh, look at that. The 4 of Swords is back. Rest and recuperation. Now, the history of first of all, when it comes up, you know what? This new moon is all about nurturing ourselves, taking care of ourselves, nurturing others, taking care of others. It's about cleansing, a deep healing. Okay, because Chiron was right there with the sun and moon. So Chiron is the wounded healer. So we may be going within. Remember, the new moon, or the Aries, is a lot about your self image. And so your self image may be of what you're portraying to the world, but how you feel about you. And you should only see beautiful because that's what you are. You should only see talented because that's who you are. So take care of your health. Whenever I do a personal reading and this card is the first card, I know there's something wrong with their health right off the bat. So take care of yourself. Rest, recuperation. The history of this card is the warrior coming off the battlefield and taking off their armor and hanging up their weapons and laying down to rest and recuperate. And also it represents then the transference of going from the war zone, which I personally can't even imagine what that would be like. And then, the next day when you wake up, there's children playing in the park, and it's a sunny day, and the birds are chirping, but so knowing that you're moving into a better time. But take care of your health, absolutely. Oh, look at this, the Two of Cups. This is really a Aries new moon card. The Two of Cups is new beginnings, new starts, new relationships, new love, new desires. Two people coming together. And you say, well, I'm in quarantine, I can't do that. Get on the internet. There's groups to join. There's different Facebook pages where you can start a conversation about a topic of interest. People will join in. People try and answer your question. Educate yourself, grow that knowledge, grow that talent, grow that ability. Reach out to somebody who could be a mentor, or reach out to a mentor. Somebody that you value their opinion of, and bounce some ideas off them. Brainstorm a little bit about your desires, your wants. Use this time constructively to do what you can today to move yourself forward. This could be new relationships, okay? What is it, Tinder or whatever one of those dating apps are, and swipe left or swipe right, and get on the phone and get to meet them. Do a Skype date. Test the waters if you're looking for a new relationship. This could be reinventing the relationship, okay? So, they say that a lot of marriages will probably, fall apart during this isolation, right? Because you can't get away from each other, and you've been with each other for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And this is a time to bring in the spark of romance again, of love, of happiness, of joy. You can create whatever you want. So, are you going to nitpick about something that drives you nuts about them that you thought was so adorable when you first met them? Or are you going to look for, Tony Robbins says it best. He says, if you treat every day like your first day, you will never have a last day. So, reinvent that feeling of can't waiting to be together, and not wanting the time to go, not wanting the morning to come, because you just, you talked all night. You didn't even realize that the clock had moved. Reinvent that kind of atmosphere. So it's not what happens to you, it's how you handle it. These cards are telling us oh, and look at this, the Six of Cups comes back. Now this is typically about the past. and looking in the past, or something happens in your life that reminds you of the past. So maybe that your footsteps could be different this time forward. The same situation comes up. This could be a doubt in your abilities, though, your talents, your lack of self-confidence, your fear, your anxiety about how good you could be. If you really were put to the test, could you run the extra mile? Could you be as successful as you hope? Because so long as you don't try too hard, then you never have to get to that point to find out. So it's about moving past that fear, that anxiety, and realizing that you were made for this moment. You were made for this path. You were made for this opportunity, this adventure, this relationship. That's why you're here. So believe in yourself. Raise your confidence in some way. Believe that you are worthy. Believe that you are enough. Say, I am enough. I am enough. One more time. I am enough. I am deserving. I am deserving. Let it be your mantra today. Meditate on just that. I am deserving. You know, a couple of deep breaths just to calm you, to slow you down, to get you to a place of quiet, of calm, so that they hear what you're saying and you can move forward. Believe in yourself, and there will come a time when everybody must believe in you as well. Oh, our cards didn't want to come over here. So we'll get a well-being card. I can't wait for my wisdom cards to come in. Thank you, if you're watching today. But they're in quarantine, so I get a fabulous deck of cards as a gift, and it has a story. It's like my animal cards. It has a story. So it's doubly blessed. I can't wait. So until then, we will do the well-being cards. And we have, look at this. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. And you're all sitting there going, we're in a worldwide pandemic. Tilly, give your head a shake. This is a glorious time to be on earth. In all of history, when was there a pause in your life where you could sit, where you could meditate, where you could really work on your plans, where you could really make that to-do list, where you could maybe brighten a room, redo it, clean it, change it up a bit, clean out that closet finally, clean out that basement, clean out that attic. Get the whole family involved if you must. And I do pray for you if you are not feeling well. My heart does go out to you. But this is a time when we actually have a pause. So tell me, when was the last time in history where you might get up to a month? And I know we're all worried about a lot of things in order for survival. But right now, turn towards the positive, and positive will happen for you. Okay, once you start seeing the negative and more negative and more negative, it gets burdened really fast on you. So think about the positive. Think about what you do have to work with. Think about what you can do today. Don't worry too much about tomorrow. Let tomorrow take care of itself. This is a beautiful time to be alive. This is a beautiful time to be on this earth. And you know, Mother Nature, you know, I have to hand it to her, because, you know, she's saying, you know, the smog is lifting, the waters are clearing. So, this is a warning. If you don't behave, this is what I can do to you. So, Start appreciating me a little bit more. So, great respect for her, right? You are extensions of source energy here in this magnificent physical body. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I get mixed up with my words. It's just what happens. So, I proved I was human. My apologies. The amazing diversity of your time space reality provides the perfect balance from which to create and attract. There has never been a better time to be on your planet. So look at what's happening in your world right now as a positive. And if you're frontline like me, this is a time to really show that you've got what it takes to lift people up, make a person smile. Because everybody's walking around with this heaviness. So, as you're doing your job, try and lift others up. And you will lift yourself up in the process. Let's get an animal card. So the story with my animal cards was my children got it for me one Mother's Day. I don't know how many years ago now. I've been here since 2013, but it wasn't the first or second year. I know that. Maybe not even the third. So they sent me this deck, and it came with a little book. And I looked at it, and I really, 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 really liked it. Okay, I really, really liked it. But it didn't give me a lot, and I don't know my animals. So I said to everybody, hey, here's the deal. I'm going to start using these cards my kids got me. And I'm going to read from the book, because it looks like there's some really cool write-ups in here. And so we'll get to learn the deck together. How's that sound? And I could probably pick most of these cards up and give you a brief summary of what it means. Absolutely. Because I've been dealing with them every day for quite a while now. But, Christy Robinette and Joanna Gibson Bowman did such an excellent job on creating the cards and the write-up to the animal that I really couldn't do it justice. So it is a fabulous deck, but I do say use the book as well, because it just brings the card to life. They just do that. They say every deck, the creator of the deck, that's the energy. And so some cards, when, they're different, the symbols aren't there, or a little bit of a tarot card thing, or you'll get different images, or it's the artist, it's the designer, it's the creator of that deck have put their energy into it and have changed the energy of the card just slightly. So I love the energy. Anyways, long story short, I love the energy they put into this deck. Look at this. We got eye on the prize. Absolutely, eye on the prize. The vulture comes out. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You have spent time wasted looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. It is now time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make an effort to finish them. Completion helps open doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, sparkling up your resume, and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for next season. You too have to prepare your mind, your body, and your soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the prize. So it's all about believing in yourself and stepping forward, taking a risk on yourself however you can. however you can at your present moment, do something towards your tomorrow. Absolutely. A lot of people have been saying they haven't been getting my video pop up. My son told me you gotta find the bell. There's a bell somewhere, and you gotta ring the bell, and that will send you the notification to you every time I put up a video. So I'm sorry if you have been missing me, you've been searching for me, and I thank you so much for taking the time and the extra effort to find me and to search for me. And until we ring the bell and until we meet again, remember, I do love you.